So we were just rained off the tennis court, so I figured I would use this opportunity to do a quick weather video. Hope you enjoy it. What's up, Mikey in Mississippi? Let's go! Alright, so we're going to do a little thunderstorm, hopefully. So it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Carla and I and the 5 kids just left from the tennis courts doing a little bit of hot weather training, I guess you could say. And this is what we got going on. So we have a thunderstorm moving in from the north to the south. The temperature just dropped and the wind just picked up. That's my just hang in there flag. Let's see if we can get my frog back out. Yeah, that's the good old just hang in there flag. So we'll see what happens here. So the storm is moving from north to south. There is tropical lows that are moving from Georgia, from the Georgia area to our north, to the south, into the Gulf of Mexico, which may bring some tropical moisture here next week, or not next week, but late this week. So the wind just picked up a lot. I have my glasses on. I have my glasses on because the wind is in my face. But let's see how this storm pans out. I think it might be a good little storm. So wish us luck. Let's see what happens. So hopefully we get some good weather. And we still have some tennis going on today. So let's see what happens with this one. Let's go. So just a thunderstorm, but hopefully tropical weather next week. All right, here we go. Oh shoot, my chairs are blowing. It's always a nice flag. Just hang in there, right? That's what I tell a lot of our tennis students. Just hang in there. Just dig deep. Just hang in there. It's never over, right? Hence the frog. The just hang in there frog. Alright, so a nice sky. Right? So this direction, that is my south that way. So over those trees is the Gulf of Mexico. So I'm going to pan left, which that would be my east. So over those trees in that direction would be Gulf Shores or Mobile Bay, and then further in that direction would be the Florida Panhandle. So I'm going to pass the just hang in there frog. What's up, bro? Let's get down, hang in there frog. Just hang in there, let's go. So this way would be towards my northeast. So over those trees in the distance, which is a small island, over those trees in that direction would be the Mobile Bay, and on the opposite side would be Fairhope, Alabama, or Foley, Alabama. So I'm going to pan back out. That would be my north. So in that direction, I can see the rain falling. I can see the white of the rain hitting the water in the distance. I'll try to zoom in on that, so you can see it. And I did a weather video not long ago where a storm moved rapidly right towards me, and you watch the white of the rain splashing off the water and just came right through. So that was kind of a cool video. So maybe we'll get a little bit of that, and it looks like we might. Nice little patch of blue there. So I'm going to pan left, and that would be my west. So I'll speak into kind of the camera because the wind's in my face. But that is in the distance over that tree line, and maybe 20-30 miles in the distance is Mississippi and the Mississippi water. So we're on an island that extends into the Gulf of Mexico. So we're actually offshore in a way. There's a couple mile long bridge that connects coastal Alabama to this island. So let's see what happens with this one. Maybe it'll be a kind of a dud in a way, but the radar looked conducive to a nice little storm. You can hear the thunder. Temperatures dropped off a little bit. The wind has picked up. And I do see the white starting to approach me. So I'm going to zoom in and you'll see what I mean. Here comes the white again. So look, if you look in the distance, you can see that this white barrier of color is approaching me. So I'm going to back up because I'm beginning to get wind blowing rain in my face. But if you look at the water, you can see that the white is now approaching the camera. It's approaching. So I'll zoom out. So here comes the wind. Let's go, let's go. Come on, let's get some weather here. Come on. And here it comes. You can see the wind picking up in front of it. So just a moment ago, this white barrier was way beyond a good, I guess, sight. You couldn't see it very well, but you can see that the white has now come across this kind of inlet area that separates us from the Mobile Bay. So here we go. I might need to take these flags down. Just hang in there, buddy. Oh. Sorry, I had to take the flag down. All right, and this guy's like, man, I wish I wasn't out in that. Like, man, I gotta get home, bro. Getting pelted in the face with rain. Nice boat, though. So a nice stiff wind coming out of the north at this point. Even though if we do get tropical weather this week, that wind will shift around out of the south and the southeast, which makes for great surfing. So surfers out there, this upcoming week should be good. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. If Bear's out there, maybe we can get that 6'8" Jeff Thomas out. Let's go. So again, a nice storm. Now the rain is on me. What are you doing, little guy? You come to witness the weather? Can I get a fist pump, though? Boom. That's how we get down, right, bro? Give me another fist pump. Boom. All right. So we're gonna stick this one out just for a couple of minutes because it was just a small storm on the radar. So if it doesn't kind of light up here in a minute, then I'll leave it at that. We do have a Wimbledon show to do later. So if you follow our tennis shows, one of those is going to be coming up here shortly. We did have a couple of lessons scheduled today, but it looks like the rain has brought us maybe a break. So we look forward to doing that as well. So not too impressed at this point. Great Mother Nature. Rain much needed, but I don't see a lot of electricity. I don't feel it. Usually I can kind of sense it for some reason. I've always been able to kind of feel, I don't know, electricity in the air. My hair stands up. I get the chill bumps. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but the weather is fascinating to me. And I've always kind of had a passion for it. So there's nothing I would rather do than hit a tennis ball or watch the weather. Or the kids, obviously, but at the same time, it's really kind of hard to beat the science and intrigue behind Mother Nature. Really a beautiful thing. A little bit of thunder. So maybe we'll get some cracks of lightning after all. You can see the high, I think they call those cumulonimbus clouds. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong there. But those high clouds, that's what we're looking for in terms of getting some good weather. And they're moving relatively rapidly and kind of blowing up above me. So when those clouds start to push up high in altitude, generally we get some really good weather behind them. But hey, some of these storms are small and will, be a half a mile in width, and we may or may not get it. But check out the cloud tops building up there. And usually there's, a lot of birds flying back and forth, and, they're kind of set at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it here for a moment and kind of pause time for a bit and see what happens with these high cloud tops as they approach me. So I'm going to pause it here and I'll start back up just momentarily. So this is a relatively small storm. Hopefully tropical weather comes next week, but I still had fun with this one, I have to admit. So check out the absolutely powerful looking clouds. I'll try to pop a few radar pictures up at the beginning of this video and right in the middle if I can get it timed right. A lot of times I pick little segments and put them together, and hey, I get inside and try to edit it, and sometimes, hey, I just get lost in the whole deal. But check out the absolute power in those clouds. I mean, quite an amazing setup. Check it out. So the rain's picked up a little bit. And I'll pause it here again and see if this storm passes us over and brings us some weather. I do hope to have tropical weather here late this week, at least for some good weather videos. Big shout out to Mike Etter, longtime best friend on the planet, that helps me with these weather videos every year. So if the tropical forecast, if it changes from this tropical depression, which may develop here later this week, right now the forecast is indicating it might go to Texas or even west of, say, New Orleans. But the eastern side of those type of storms generally bring us the more heavier bands of rain and any type of wind effect that may accompany them. So let's keep our eyes on the tropics. But right now, I'll just basically say, if this storm doesn't get any stronger, hey, have a great day, have a great week. Wimbledon show coming up later, so watch out for our tennis videos. Again, thanks to Mike Etter for beginning to look at storm tracks and predictions and different models for this potential first investigation area, which is now centered in the southern part of Georgia, which is moving to our south, and should meet a nice, I guess, a pattern of warm water to form a low pressure or tropical cyclone. So we'll see what happens. But again, that's a beautiful sight. I mean, how can you beat that, right? All right, Justin, I'm going to ask you a question. Look in the camera. What did you think about this rainstorm, Justin? Huh? What did you think about this rainstorm? All right, he's shy on the camera. All right, say bye-bye, Justin. Fist pump. Give me a fist pump. Can I get a fist pump? My fist pump's over here, buddy. Over here. Can I get a fist pump? Boom. Did you like this weather, buddy? Give me a high five then. Boom. Are you my weather forecaster? Boom. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Let's go. Yeah. Katana, do you want this? Do you want this, Katana? What do you want more? Rain? Hurricane? Or nothing? Which one do you want, girl? Which one do you want? You hear that thunder? You hear the thunder, Katana? She's a good girl, though. What are you looking at? What are you looking at over there? What do you see? I don't know what you see, girl. She's been a trooper for a long time. We used to put her in bags to travel. When we traveled, we couldn't have a pet, so we'd put her in a bag so no one would see her. When she was like a cub, like this big. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? That's right. From a dog's point of view. I wonder what they think. Alright, I'm giving this storm a flat out 0 on the scale of 0 to 10, maybe even a negative 2.4. But stay tuned this upcoming week. If there is any indication that this investigation area, which is, again, a tropical low that is expected to form just in the northern Gulf of Mexico, If it comes anywhere near the Mississippi Gulf Coast or the Alabama Gulf Coast or the western Florida Panhandle, the western part of the Florida Panhandle, Pensacola area, etc., we will definitely cover it again. Mikey, I know you're out there in Mississippi. We're going to do big things if it comes this way. So be ready. But all in all, be ready. This is a preemptive video for hopefully a weather strike that we get here to film. So until next time, see you and take care. All right? Definitely a 0 out of 10 on this storm. Nothing great, but hey, I had fun doing it, and hopefully we get some nice weather this upcoming week. Stay safe, stay positive. Much love to everyone. Stay tuned for the tennis videos later.